Yeah. Okay. Hello. Oh, I need to share me. Hello, welcome to office hours. I am still concentrating on rider position. But a topic I scheduled for myself during the summer, I was supposed to deal with 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I didn't see the note that I had written to myself. So I'm going to deal with it now, and it has to do with counterfeit riding and being able to discern between that which is counterfeit and that one. Oh, what's going on? Oh, I know. Hang on, I'm sorry. Whoopsie. Okay, I think I fixed that. So I am now going to share the screen to show you the example that is wrong, and then hopefully I'll be able to go to the example that is more going correct. And then maybe we'll be able to see also items in be able to see what features of the actual riding by the human are causing the problems. Okay, this is the wrong photo. This is what people are calling stretching or a neck extension. There is no such thing in riding as a neck extension. What we do aim to do, wait, hopefully, am I in shared screen? Hang on, I don't know if I am or not. Hang on, I have to, before I go on. Where are we? Okay. Sharing screen. I want to be on this screen. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I just didn't know if I was really doing this right. Okay. Oh, look, a little pencil. Am I able to draw? Oh, there I am. Okay. I wonder why clicking that little pencil makes me. Okay. Sorry. You guys can tell I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, so this is the example of wrong. This is supposedly showing what is this school calls a neck extension. There is no such thing as a neck extension in riding. What we want in riding is an entire lengthening of the spine from back to front upon the line of travel. And so that would mean that the stretch starts with engaged hindquarters and should extend through the entire spine, not separating the neck alone as we see this. Now, but the biggest clue, the biggest problem besides that the horse is falling is that this horse is not engaged. In order for a horse to stretch its spine forward, it must be engaged in its upper joints of its hindquarters. So we would need to see angles in the hindquarters. Now, I just saw a little pencil thing. Oh, I have it in my little finger. So this hindquarter is very aiming straight down. And we can see that the horse is all the power, all the momentum of the horse is going on this line. Can you see that where I just drew here? It's going into the ground. And there's no flexion, closing of the bones, of the hinges. There's a little, this is the, so that's why basically this is wrong. And what this faulty school is teaching to many, many people is this stretch in a way, I hope you guys can see this, that the horse is going, he's going out this way, he's pushing out this way, and he's falling down this way. So both ends are let go of. And instead of, and what I would call this is dropping a horse. I've dropped the engagement. I've just blown it off. The horse has been dropped. So his forces are going out backwards and they're falling forward because there's more push than carry. Now I'm going to see if I can go back. How do I go to another screen? To another, oh, okay. Can I go do this? Do I have to stop sharing this and go to a new picture? Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. Now we're going to look at one that's more, that's better. Go back to screen sharing. Sorry, I'm not good at this. Come on. Oh, here we go. Now, this example. Okay, I am screen sharing. Go away. How do we make that little thing not be in our way? Okay, good. Oh, good. Look at it. Okay, so where's that little pencil? So now we see a horse that we can see the angles of its hindquarters, and the stifle is going forwards. So, and the footfalls are not throwing everything onto one forefoot, though we can still see that there is weight going down. Well, it's more like about here. It's going downward into the ground. So his spine from about here, let me change, I don't know how to change colors. Let's see if I can. How do you change colors? Anyway, hopefully you can see. So here's this croup. So from the croup forward, there's a stretch along the entire top of the horse. Now, this horse could be, this horse came from a background that in his very young age, very younger years, he did push too much and not carry enough. So there is a little bit here I would like to see. It's just the moment of that the camera snapped, I think. But we can see this horse is on a curving line to the left, and we can see that the top line of the horse, the spine of the horse, is following along that line. This horse has a chance to become collected and go uphill. The first horse we saw doesn't have a chance. Now let me see. Let me see if I can, let me see. Oh, look, I can do this. Can we get this one to come on? Oh, I don't know how to make the, I think it's my pencil. Anyway, I don't know if that's enough. I'm going to do it the slow way and just go back to that page. Sorry, you guys. I'm going to go to this page. And now I want to turn on this picture. Got to figure out how to just be able to go from picture to picture to picture. So I hope that gives you guys, they can't be falling out behind themselves. Even if they have their nose in the sand, they have to be carrying forward. So here, let's make this bigger. So now this is that same horse. And it's more engaged. It's, you can still see you can see bends, the legs aren't straight. You can't have the horses have straight back legs. You can't. If they have straight back legs, they are going to be pushing more than, they are only pushing, not carrying. We can tell if they're carrying from these angles. And the way I really tell if a horse is carrying honest is I'm going to see that stifle going forward. I'm going to see, you can see here, his tummy muscles are in play. And let me see if I can, I'll end the pencil. I want to see if I can lower this. Okay, I can't. I don't know how to do this. And the croup is higher than the withers. Stifle is advancing, tummy muscles, croup is withers are above croup. Uphill, stifle advancing, tummy muscles. Three things. Those have to be there. Whether the horse is, if the bit is at the level of the shoulder and he's in a working or collected frame, or if his nose is in the sand, he still has to have an advancing stifle. He has to have tummy muscles going. And his withers must be higher than his croup. So that is addressing that issue. I'm going to go back and look at one other thing here, because this was something I had said. Let's look at this picture now. I'm sorry, you guys. This is just the way it is right now until I learn this better. Kind of like waiting to walk back from the other end of the arena on the buckle to have another try at something, isn't it? Okay. So I'm in the way here. This is something I had written to someone a few years ago. We see these three angles. Now, this drawing is from the Vorendorf Book 2, Advanced Techniques. We see the three angles. This makes an arc. It's an open end, but this end of the horse has to be anchored. That's why I drew an anchor by the engagement. So this horse, because it's anchored here, this rider could have the reins be short, so the horse is up here, or if he lengthened the reins, the withers would still stay where they are, and his nose would go down to the ground. I hope you guys can see how those mechanics function. Now, what I had said to this woman a few years ago, the horses fake you out and they get you to focus on other things when what really needs to happen is only to get their ass in gear, is to get these angles flexed by they get their ass in gear by loading, by changing the angles of those big bones with weight. The horses, all horses do this, even really good ones. They avoid truly working by their hindquarters. It's totally normal that they avoid it. But that thing that they don't want to do is the thing that we want them to do, and then they will be successful and happy. That not wanting to do thing is what we train to overcome. This quote, the upper joints must be made to participate correctly. This is always the priority. I don't know if that quote is from Borndorf or Gymnasium, but since Warendorf is derived from gymnasium, I don't think it matters. The upper joints insist. The upper joints close and participate when they are weight bearing. The upper joints must be made to participate correctly. How does little me get those joints to participate correctly? I'll tell you. I get those joints to participate correctly with weight. And since I'm light and small, that means I have to be all lined up your shoulder, hip, heel. So every gram of my body weight can affect his hindquarters. And I have to stay loose, because the looser I am, the more he will discern the mass of my body. I hope this is all sounding very repetitive to you guys. Okay, I'm sorry for my slow way. I have to change pictures, but I do want to go to another picture and relate it back to the terrible fake stretching that was the first picture I showed you. So I'm going to stop the share and go this long way around to do it. I apologize. It's just how I have to do it. Now I want to look at this picture. And I'm going to explain my theory, why I think those ridiculous faux French classical people are dropping their horses and making them too long and it's just another wrong way to do it. Now, this is the wrong picture from Advanced Techniques. This is showing a horse that has been smushed into an artificial fake frame. There is pressure. The horse is being driven this way, and he is being pulled this way. So there is a smushing effect. It just makes tension. It's very terrible. These reins are going backwards this way. No question, pulling is bad, and driving too much is bad. And driving into a pulling situation smushes the horse. He has zero open ends here, doesn't there's and so there could be nothing advancing forward. He is just being compressed. For sure, this is wrong. Now, my theory is that this is so yucky to see that the faux French people, in their rejection of this, have erroneously thrown all of the riding out the window, thrown the baby out with the bathwater. So in rejecting this, they have gone to the opposite extreme, which is also wrong, which is where they just let the horses push out that way and collapse. Maybe I should draw this arrow that way. And the only way they aren't collapsed is if they shorten their reins. I hope that is cogent, what I just said. You cannot make horses go well by correcting the bad thing or by counteracting the bad thing. Like doing the opposite of the bad thing isn't the right thing. I guess that's the best way to say it. Doing the opposite of something wrong, trying to offset an error, doesn't make it right. The right way is only engaged hindquarters carrying forwards. There are two ways to ride, the right way and the wrong way. There are many wrong ways. There's only one right way. Which way do you want to ride? And that, I think, let me make this little picture bigger and say goodbye to you guys. Can I? Oh, I don't know how to do that. Hang on. I'll stop the share so I can say goodbye. Bye.